What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. And we want to welcome on a very special guest onto the pod. He's quickly become a fan favorite amongst Colts Nation. I have to put it in there. He is the leader in kick return average for 2022. Mr. Dallis Flowers himself, undrafted free agent this year. Dallis, thank you so much for joining the podcast, man. How are you doing?
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on here. I'm doing pretty well.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's been cool to kind of see you and kind of ascend your way from being an undrafted guy to Pittsburgh State and everything. So what's it been like, man, in your first year, kind of getting familiarized with Colts Nation, with Indiana, all that kind of stuff? What's your experience been like, man?
I say my experience so far has been pretty good. Just trying to get the feel of everything, like the town, the city, first year in the league, football itself, doing it the Colt way. So, I think it's been going pretty well so far.
Have you found any favorite spots in Indy? Any places that you're like, yeah, this is my spot?
I'll say Roof Chris and the Eagle.
All right. Okay. That's awesome, man. That's good. Well, cool. Great. Glad to hear that. So, you came in obviously undrafted guy this year. Take me through, man, your experience as an undrafted free agent coming in and kind of your mindset and your journey so far to the Colts to where you sit today after year one.
My mindset is kind of similar to how it was in high school and college. I wasn't that much recruited high. I pretty much had a chip on my shoulder since day one, since I've been starting playing football itself. So I pretty much carried that here from my rookie year coming in undrafted. I know I had to do a little bit more stuff to stand out that much more from the other guys. So really, and just capitalize on the couple plays that I have. So coming in, one of my coaches, Mike Mitch, told me it doesn't matter how many reps you get. It matters it matters what you do in those reps that you have. So I definitely took that into consideration and just key in and focusing on the plays that I had and just making that the best that I can possible.
Yeah, and you had some experience obviously on special teams with Isaiah Rodgers, getting you some opportunities. What was that like, man? Just getting the opportunity on special teams. And here you sit, man, as the leader in terms of kick return yardage. Talk to me about that and just what that meant coming from Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah definitely my boy, my guy. Coming out the Pittsburgh game, week 12, he asked me because he was like, do you want the kick return? I was like, definitely want it. And ever since then, just took off with it. Special teams, kick return, and punt return is definitely in my background. I've been doing it literally my whole life. So literally, I came out of the draft. I was the number 2 returner in the draft. So it was pretty much in me. And I was just waiting for my time, for my moment to show the coaches, the team, and everybody. Just wanted to put that on display for everybody to see. So.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And then you obviously got some opportunities with some injuries down the stretch, got some opportunities to play more defensive reps. How was that for you? What did you learn through that process of being able to play more defense?
I learned a lot in a short amount of time. Quarterbacks this is the NFL for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You could lock a guy up, but if the quarterback make that pass perfect, it's kind of what can you do in that moment? And it brings the best out of you when you think you're ready. Sometimes you're not ready, but you got to be forced in that moment. It will grow you up quickly, and then it's definitely beneficial to help you out in the long run, in the grand scheme of things. So I was definitely blessed for the opportunity to play more on defense and get that feel and get that. Just to get that feel and opportunity, because it could definitely be beneficial in the future. So I'm glad I got about 4 games of me playing defense on my rookie year. So I'm definitely blessed for the opportunity and trying to excel in the future.
Yeah, what were some things that you noticed that you're like, hey, I like that I'm doing that well. These are some things I want to fix or I want to get better at. What are those things for you that you specifically noticed watching your film and stuff?
Short-term memory, and just competitiveness. I know I'm a rookie, undrafted. I feel like sometimes guys that's on those predicaments, when they go against somebody older or a vet or something, they just have to lie down and just let them win the battle or whatever. But I feel like coming in, you got to like let people know like this not going to be easy for you. Like we gonna go out there and compete. It's not going to be no one side battle.
Yeah, absolutely. And I imagine it's been very helpful to have guys like Rodney McLeod, like Stephon Gilmore, like Kenny Moore. Talk about those guys. And has there been a specific guy or two that you've really like been in their back pocket all season?
Corner position, I would say Stephon Gilmore and Kenny Moore. Stephon Gilmore, his role with me was like just kind of giving me the confidence because I'll be doing stuff in practice. So he'd be like, just do the things you do in practice and bring that to the game. You have a lot of talent. You're good. Just trust yourself. And then like Kenny Moore role with me kind of was like when a wide receiver like landmark on the field. If he's too wide, no, play inside. If he's in tight, play outside, and just key little stuff like he's a speedster, so you're gonna do a double move. He don't really like getting hands on, so try to get hands on with him because he will be like taken out of the game, stuff like that. And then Rodney McLeod, he know everybody role. He know what everybody has, like what everybody do, like on that play. So, and just when I listen to him talk, like in film and stuff, like what everybody's doing, that just made me want to know more. Not even just in my position, like what the safety's doing, what the linebackers doing, what's the play call we got, and really seeing what the coach is trying to do on this play. So I definitely appreciate those three guys, Stephon, Rodney McLeod, and Kenny Moore. Those are three great players and three great vets. So I'm definitely blessed to have them with me in my rookie season.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's great to hear. Now moving on, kind of because the season, came and gone, didn't go probably the way that a lot of people expected. I guess what are some of your goals individually, and maybe some team goals that you guys talked about at the end of this season that you're hoping to take into next season, so that maybe you guys can hopefully turn it around next season and get to the place you guys all want to be?
Yes, definitely. Number one, I would say probably the AFC South, like the division championship. Then we win that, we'll be in the playoffs. Next step after that, just making a run, coming in all together as a team, and just one thing about this year, this team, we was all close. We had a tight bond. It wasn't a lot of pointing fingers at each other. It was a lot of uplifting and helping each other out. So that's definitely important, and that's definitely key. I feel like 2023 season is going to be a good year for us. We took it was a lot of ups and downs this season, but I feel like we kind of grown from those situations. And sometimes God put battles through people, and like this year was kind of tough. So I just feel like 2023 will be a better and much improved season.
Well, that's great, man. That's awesome. Yeah, we obviously all hope that you guys can put it together, and next season can be a great one for the Colts. Was question for you though, just talking about your off season, what you're planning on doing. Do you have any like things that you're planning on going? Any big trips? Anything planned for you this off season?
Yes, I'll probably do a couple trips for like my family and friends, and then after that, get back to work, start training.
Okay. That's awesome. That's good. I have a couple just random kind of fun questions here as we can end this out. Appreciate you having me or coming on, man, and just giving some of your time here. So let's kind of go to some of these questions. So what is kind of your pregame routines? Do you have anything that you do that's kind of a routine to get you ready to go for the game?
I listen to music. Before the game. I definitely visualize in my head like plays that could possibly happen, like me getting interceptions or like a receiver do this, I do that, react to them, kick returns, just thinking about the same thing, thinking about what could happen if they kick it this way, how should I come off my lanes and cuts and turns, stuff like that. I pray about two times before the game. And then just believing and trusting myself. Like I'm here for a reason. It's like I'm not here on accident. So
right. That's awesome. You mentioned music. Do you have a favorite like go-to song for pregame?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I have like go-to artists, like a couple of them.
Who would those be? Out of curiosity.
I would say NBA YoungBoy, Baby Smooth, G Herbo.
Awesome. Sweet, man. Kind of moving on to the next question here. I guess I'm curious. So if you could tell Colts Nation one thing to expect from you this next season, what would that be and why?
One thing, I would say this rookie year, I believe it was a pretty good year for me. But next year 2, will definitely be on another level, turning up a notch on defense and special teams. Yeah, that's what I got to say.
Sweet, man. We appreciate your time. One last question for you. What was your favorite team moment from the 2022 season and your favorite individual moment from the 2022 season?
Okay. Favorite team moment, I would say the win against Denver. Gilly had the PBU to win the game on the road in overtime. That was my favorite team moment. Favorite individual moment was obviously the kick return against Pittsburgh, my first one, the 90-yarder.
Yeah. That was awesome, man. I was at that game actually. I was like, "Yes, sir. Let's go, Dallas. Let's go, man."
Thank you.
So, man, you gotta. How many are you planning to get next year? I just want a number.
How many kick returns?
Yeah, how many are you hoping to get to bring all the way back?
Yeah, I say about 3.
All right, okay. I like that. Awesome. Well, appreciate you coming on, Dallas. Best of luck, man, in the off season. Everything that's going to entail. Hope to have you on soon. But thanks again, man, for your time.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.